tape right now because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden is the best Biden ever.
So listen to what Trump has to say about his allegiance to Israel and to the donors, to his Jewish donors. Watch this.
Just as I promised, I recognized Israel's eternal capital and opened the American embassy in Jerusalem. Jerusalem became the capital. I also recognized Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. You know, Miriam and Sheldon would come into the White House.
He means Miriam and Sheldon Adelson, his billionaire donors, who gave him $100 million already for this campaign. And listen to what he says here. Listen to what he reveals. So they'd come into the White House.
Would come into the White House probably almost more than anybody outside of people that work there. And they were always after, and as soon as I'd give them something, always for Israel. As soon as I'd give them something, they'd want something else. I said, give me a couple of weeks, will you please? But I gave them the Golan Heights, and they never even asked for it. You know, for 72 years, they've been trying to do the Golan Heights, right? And even Sheldon didn't have the nerve. But I said, you know what? I said to David Friedman, give me a quick lesson, like 5 minutes or less on the Golan Heights. And he did. And I said, let's do it. We got it done in about 15 minutes, right? Yeah.
It's still amazing to me how vehemently Democrats oppose Donald Trump when he falls right in line where it counts. Here's what Michael Tracy said about it. He goes, take note of which Trump comments provoke controversy. This is the interesting part. And which Trump comments don't spark controversy. That didn't spark any controversy. Him praising allegiance to a foreign country, to his donors. Trump said this week that he gave the Golan Heights to Sheldon and Miriam Adelson, his top funders, who came to the White House almost more than anybody. Not a peep about this brazen admission of graft. So he's saying, look what I did for the people giving me money. Nobody, no criticism of him anywhere from Democrats. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And that's not graft, Michael. That's just a lovely gift to a friend. It's a friendly gesture. That goes along with the death threat they probably gave him. Gold or lead, which do you choose? We can't keep missing, you know. So here's what some other people said. It's a gift the Biden administration didn't take back, just like it didn't move the embassy back. Same incentive structure. Trump is just more honest about it. Yeah, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Tim Walz will come out and tell you they'll give lip service to, the Palestinian people and this and that. Trump doesn't do any of that. The graft is the same on both sides of the aisle, but Trump makes us laugh because he just comes out and celebrates it. He just celebrates it. He doesn't pretend. He's like, yeah, they gave me money. I did what they asked. He just says it. No patina of good works for Trump. No lipstick on a pig. That's why the hypocrites hate him so much. They lose their cover. Very well said. Brass Tackman says, he has a habit of being transparent about how the game is played. It's actually a major part of his appeal. Yeah. Remember during the first debates when he ran in 2016, he goes, I used to come in and give all these people money. And they would do what I told them. Now he's on the other end. He goes, they come in, they give me money, I do what they tell me. I did things for them they even asked for. So that's that. So that should disgust anybody. Trump just brazenly saying, these guys give me money, I do what they want. The guys who give me money are welcome in my White House. That's how I do my foreign policy. That's Trump doing the bidding of his wealthy elite Zionist backers. And he just says it. And not one news article about it. Not that I saw. Not criticizing for it. Is Jake Tapper outraged? Is Rachel Maddow? Did they do a thing on it? I didn't see it. They said it. They did it. Send it to me. I'll play it. They don't care. They're not going to say anything about that. So you see how it's hard to have hope that Donald Trump is going to change shit? You got to put your hope in Bobby Kennedy. And it's very easy for Trump just to swat him away after he gets elected. I used you for the votes. I got it. Get out. Well, there's no evidence to say he'll do different. The only evidence is that the deep state is trying to kill him. So that's what I told Chris Hedges. I go, well, fingers crossed. They don't stop trying to kill him because that means that he's somehow outside the acceptable line of the establishment. All right, over to Steph.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. All right, let's see here. Summer of 1970, you say no on Prop 5 in California. Yikes. I don't even know what Prop 5 is, so I'm going to have to look at that. Ugh. Tristan, BB badges. We don't need no I read that one. We don't need no stinking badges. No complaining. It's necessary for our security, which is above all. I think the Dems protested the lack of bombing under Trump, but I could be wrong. Chris Patton.
Yes, they did. They protested that he didn't bomb enough. Isn't that funny? They want him to bomb Syria.
It's
Remember
horrifying.
That? Remember that?
Yeah.
They impeached him. They impeached him because he paused the shipment of arms to Ukraine. That's what they impeached him over. So if you don't do war, you're in trouble. That's what this is all about.
But we don't have money for health care.
But no. Or the homeless or education or anything.
Or rebuilding our infrastructure.
That's right.
We think Flint, Michigan is the only one with poison in their pipes. You really think that? All right, let's see here.
The whole fucking country's full of lead in their pipes.
Don't you think so?
He should still drinks out of the tap. Got guts.
All right, here we go.
Filter.
Lead?
Mine does.
Really?
Does yours?
I have a certain one underneath. Oh, okay.
She has a thing.
I saw Bobby Parrish talk about the kind of water filter you need. You got to go
to
under your sink, and it's a big deal. Oh. Yeah.
Then, you know what? If I'm going to go and do that, I'd rather just get sparklets delivered.
Well, that probably look it up. But it has forever chemicals, right? I don't know. That's why. That's why I drink this.
She says probably. I need.
We should get it. We should. Yeah. So there's only 2 bottled waters I found that. So
because you have to do bottle.
I try to drink out of glass because you don't want to get the plastic particles in you. But I can't find anyway. So Mineragua, I wish I could get a sponsorship from them. We should contact them. I'm willing to do a commercial for them because I really use it. Mineragua, no. So I was looking. What was the one I was drinking? Oh, that Topo Chico. And we looked it up. It says it has forever chemicals in it. Lots of them. Yeah, like the highest. So this is ranked good, no forever chemicals. And the other one is, what is that called? Mountain Valley.
You know what we're going to do right now, Jimmy? We're going to go we're going to go to Rumble now.
All right, let's go to Rumble.
All
See
right.
you over at Rumble, motherfuckers.
I linked it, everybody. We're ready to go to Rumble, girls.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit
Isn't it swell? The memes make themselves. They found a rabbi hole, tunnels and all. There's Jews in the walls. Isn't it bliss? The rabbinical grace soiling the mattresses. Well, let me tell you. If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
At this time, more than any other time, you know, revolution is necessary. It is necessary. Not only based on what has happened with the MOVE organization, you know, the babies that have been murdered, you know, MOVE adults that have been murdered, bombs being dropped on us, but past that to what is happening with all black people, so-called minority people, you know, money poor people. You know, this government, as has been said earlier, has waged war on us. But you know, something about us, particularly here in America, we don't really understand that. You know, we don't really know what war is. You know, for black people, for poor people, that people see as good, that they wasn't forced to do, that they didn't do to try to keep black people appeased, you know, and calm down so that black people wouldn't riot. A prison situation is a crystallized example of that. You can make phone calls in prison. They have movies in prison, but they don't have those things because they just want to be nice to prisoners. They have those things because they know damn well if they don't have, you know, people being able to contact their family, if they don't have, you know, facilities for people to sit there and watch movies, people are going to be frustrated, upset, and they're going to direct that frustration at them prison administrators, and they're going to have riots on their hands. You know, they're going to have people in them prisons turning them prisons out. That's why they have movies. That's why they have access to phones the way they do. And a stop to it when we don't like it, or encouraging it when it's something that's in our interest. You know, we have to call the shots. The people have to take the reins of this system and start dictating, you know, what we need, what needs to be done. And, you know, taking the initiative to do it ourselves. We can't rely on this system. I mean, you know, don't people see what's happening? Every single confrontation that MOVE people have been involved in, every single issue, you know, oppression, economic issues, every single issue facing our people, you know, is something that can be dealt with very, very simply. All people got to do is make their wishes known. All people have to do is stand up and say, listen, we're not accepting that. Unity is the key. Unity is the key to revolution. Revolution ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't nothing to shy away from. Revolution, contrary to what officials, you know, this system and those backing the officials running this system, you know, want people to believe that revolution means violence, you know, means blood in the street. I'm saying it can get to that point, but it don't have to be violent. You know, when people come together and take a strong stand on an issue, this government don't have no choice but to listen. Where you think they get their authority from? They don't have no power, but they do have authority to do certain things. Where you think they get it from? They get it from us, from the people. You know, they get it from us accepting the things that they do to be done to stop it. Then you have some people who want to then turn around and say, yeah, well, you know, it's the best we have, and want to make excuses. The time for excuses is over. It's over. You know, every man, woman, and child has to be involved in this revolution. Not only has to be, but is, whether you want to be or not. I mean, our babies gave their lives for this revolution on May 13th. You know, men, women, and children were murdered. And not just move babies, you know. What about all of the young men, women, you know, children 8, 9 years old shot down on the street by cops, you know, by drug pushers? I mean, you know, where do you think that mentality comes from? It comes from this system, from the mentality of this system of getting over, you know, making a quick buck, you know. I'm saying that's where that needs to be done to stop it. Then, you know, what I want people to really, really understand is that it's past time. It is past time for poor people, black people, you know, to realize that this system has failed you. It has failed you. You can't get nothing from it. And what people got to do is withdraw our support from it and start doing for ourselves. That's what we got to do. You know, how long are people going to sit back and beg, you know, this government to do what's right when for hundreds of years all you've gotten is a slap in the face? All you've gotten is this government kicking your ass. That's all. That's all black people have ever gotten from this government.